Morning everyone. So today I'm going to be doing a after school routine summer edition with the horses for you all. I don't think I've actually done an evening routine on the channel before, so this will be very exciting. I'm kind of in a bit of a routine at the minute. I kind of know what I'm doing when, but obviously we'll see how it goes. So yeah, it's currently the morning. I haven't been to school yet, unfortunately. I've still got to go to school. But after school is when I'll pick up the camera and then we'll start our vlog from there. So yeah, I hope you all enjoy seeing our routine and I will see you all after school. So it is after school. We have just arrived at the yard. I am just heading to the toilets because I've just got to get dressed. Into my horse clothes, and then we're going to get Dello ready and I'm going to ride him tonight. I think I'm probably going to get in the toilet, it's a bit windy. I think I'm probably going to do some pole work, so that'll be fun. My day at school wasn't too bad, it was probably average. So I'm just going to get dressed and then I will go and get Dello sorted. So then I will go and see Dello and give him his kisses and cuddles, and then we have to muck out his stable. Whilst I'm sorting out stuff in the stable, Mum usually goes to make him a mash, so then he can have a little bit of food before we ride, because I'm not gonna lie guys, he's a bit of an angry man and he loves his food. So then at 3:55 I will go and put his bed down. So Dello is actually on part livery at this yard, and he gets his bed mucked out in the morning, he gets turned out, all the rest of it, and then they muck out the bed and then they put the bed up so that it can air. So then what we have to do is we have to come in and just put the bed down, do his water and feeds and things like that. So Mum normally goes to do feeds, hay nets and all those kind of jobs, and I'll go and do the bed. We do sometimes switch roles, but we both just like doing those kind of jobs. Whilst Dello's having a bit of hay, I will start giving him a groom, and the grooming process is taking a long time at the minute guys, because Dello has got into a bit of a habit of covering himself in poo stains overnight. I think it's a summer thing, like a little summer habit, because he never used to do it back at home, and we always had him out during the summer, like in the night, so I think it's where he's staying in now. But yeah, it's just a bit annoying because he is a grey and he gets covered in poo all the time, but I try my best to get it all off. With the really hot weather recently, we've just ended up with like completely dry fields, so Dello literally has nothing in his feet, but of course still have to check just in case. And then I'll start putting on some hoof oil because I just love seeing Dello with hoof oil on. Like, he just looks so nice with hoof oil, and it's a bit of a habit, to be honest. I don't do it all the time, but I do like to do it, especially if I'm filming, because I think he just looks super handsome. So now that all the grooming's done, it's time for me to start tacking up and getting myself sorted, ready for riding today. I think I'm going to ride in the indoor, so yeah, I'm going to get all my boots on, going to get my hat on, my spurs, my gloves, all of those bits, and then I'll go and take my tack over to Dello. I think my plan was to do some pole work today, so that'll be exciting for Dello, trying to like change up the training a little bit, as he's got quite a big competition coming up in the next week, so want to make sure that he doesn't get too bored of doing flat work. So yeah, here's me just tacking him up. So we've got his saddle pad, Pierce of Sweden, we've got his half pad, and then his saddle. Don't ask me where the lights went guys for that, I have no idea where they went, they just turned off. Then we've got his boots that I'm putting on. These are their Lemure Airflow black ones, which I do wear when I'm doing pole work or just some more like trickier moves. I just want to make sure his legs are protected. And then Dello actually spotted the camera when I was trying to do his bridle, which was not helpful because he just loves to poke things, so he tried to get that off. So here's me putting on his bridle.
He's normally really good to put on the bridle and he takes the bit straight away, but today he was a little bit more resistant. I don't think he was that keen on doing some more exercise today, but we got there in the end. And Dello wears acoustic ears, if you didn't know. So these are just like ears that have like padding inside. It just helps with like sounds and horses that have sensitive hearing. So here is the finished result, and he looks super handsome. Again, ignore the poo stains. There's just me doing my girth before I walk him up to the arena. So here we are walking up now. It is 4:30 and yeah, we're feeling good. We're going into the indoor, and then I took him to do a little bit of in-hand work before I got on. Then I did all of the necessities ready to get on. So girth check, stirrups down, and then I was ready to get on Dello. And I've got a bit of a habit at the minute where I feed him a treat whenever I get on. So I think he quite likes that habit, to be honest. And then at 4:35 we start riding. And this is just me giving him a loose walk on a long rein. And then this is a bit of a POV of what I can see. I really want to get one of those like Insta 360 cams. Let me know if you guys want me to try and get one of those, because I think I could create some really cool content with that.
have just finished our session. I don't know if you'll be able to hear me very well because it is very windy, but long story short, it was a very good ride. He was a good boy. He is just progressing so well, guys. I'm so proud of him. Oh, here comes the wind. It's been like this all day, honestly. But yeah, he's been amazing. Really nice ride. Nice to do some pole work. And we've got a bit of help from Coach Mum, which is always handy. So yeah, Mum has just taken Dello back down to his stable whilst I just packed the poles away. But I'm just heading back down to the stable block now, and then we'll get him untacked, give him his carrot, do his stretches, and then get our stuff ready to head back home to the ponies.
So when I had got down there, Mum had already sponged him all off for me around 5:40, and then I did some of his after workout massage that I learnt at BD Parwood Camp. And of course the Prince has his massive dinner, which his dinner has actually changed, so I'll have to show you guys a new feed vlog soon. So then here we are, we've just arrived at home, and I'm just taking my school bag into the house before I go down and sort out the ponies. It's so sweet. Whenever we get home, Schmiel dog gets so excited. So she normally goes for a run round. So yeah, it was a gorgeous evening. The ponies were down on the track all day, so keeping fit and exercising. So my first job is to put the hose into the hay buckets to get them soaking. As you can see, I'd already mucked out the ponies' beds that morning, so that's all done. The hay nets are already in and the water buckets are all fresh. So all super clean, ready for when the ponies have to come in. Just makes my life so much easier after school, so then all I have to do is get them in and exercise if I'm doing that. My next job after that is to turn the ponies' fans on. Not only does it keep it a bit cooler in there, it also really helps to get rid of the mosquitoes. So if you guys have a problem with mosquitoes, honestly, just get some fans. It is amazing and it works a treat. So now I'm just grabbing the evening bowls and the morning bowls, and I'm going to go and soak them. So then the morning bowls are ready for the morning and the ponies can have their dinners now. So whilst they are soaking, Daisy always comes down to see me, bless her. She's so sweet. And then there's Dyson walking down in the distance. So yeah, they've been on the track today without their muzzles, but sometimes they have their muzzles on and they go in the grassy field. So yeah, it's been a very hot day today, so the ponios definitely want to come in and get a bit of shade. Dyson for some reason thought that he would try and get off his head collar today, and that failed miserably because now he's just kind of stuck. So I had to fix that first, and then here's me getting in the ponies. Now annoyingly, my phone actually ran out of battery. Literally it cut off as soon as the ponies were like walking in. I was like, are you joking? But now that the ponies are in, Daisy just goes straight in her stable because it's just so much easier. She's out of the way then, and the stable's plenty big for me to do all her rug around her. And then I tie little Dice Man up still because sometimes he's still a bit nervous about his rug, and then he gets lots of cuddles and kisses because he's just so cute and he's so lovely. And then sometimes if he's really dusty, I'll just give him like a little brush over before I put on his rug. So then of course, as every other equestrian, I check all of his feet and then I put on his fly rug. So the reason why they have fly rugs in their stables is again because of the mosquitoes. The fans definitely help and they get rid of most of the mosquitoes, but I still want just that little bit of protection just in case they get under their stomach. We don't want them coming up in all bites and stuff. It's just not very nice for them. So that is Dyson done, and I will take him into his stable and then I will go and start sorting out Day. Again, feet get checked and sometimes we even like spray them with this like, I don't even know what it is. It's like this oily, balmy thing. And then I'll put on her fly rug as well as Dyson. She doesn't have a neck though because it just rubs out all of her mane. But we found she's been alright without the neck. So by that point it's time to stir all of the feeds, and sometimes they need more water, sometimes they don't. I just normally judge it on that. and then I'll take the morning feeds to the feed room so that they're ready in the morning. So then all I have to do is wake up and just chuck the feed bowls over. I don't have to soak any because the ponies will get a bit angry if I'm waiting around. So now it is time to give the ponies their dinners, which they are normally really ready for by this point. So here's little Dice Man's bowl. They're just so cute, them bowls. And here's Day Day's dinner. So once all of that is done, it gives me a chance to sort out all the other jobs. So filling up the water buckets again for the morning, getting the hay nets into soak ready for the following evening, and maybe like poo picking, you know, all the other jobs. It just gives me a chance to do that whilst they're eating. So then it's time to close up the gate and say goodnight to the ponies. I normally come and do a sort of an evening/night check eventually. So I'm going to stop the voiceovers now and you guys can just watch the rest of my evening vlog, and I hope you guys enjoy. So we are home now. I've just finished doing the ponies and I'm going to head inside and get sorted for the evening.